Meanwhile, at the Grandview Diner, Hannah came back to the front and saw her mom waiting at the booth. And as she went to her mom miss and sat across from her, and as her mom saw her daughter. Look, Mom, I'm sorry about earlier. It's fine. I'm for one and glad you managed to bring this information to our attention. Wait, what do you mean by that? What your mother mean is, and as David came to where they are and sat next to his wife, you're right about everything. Your mother and I have been way focused on your brothers that we failed to recognize you, which will soon change. Meanwhile, at the Nightstill Rich Manor, in Jeff's room, Sasha and Jeff are asleep. So Sasha wake up and turn and saw a shirtless Jeff next to her. And as she slowly got up and got Jeff's robe on and got her stuff and head to the door. And just as she arrived at the door, she heard Jeff saying, "Really, Sasha?" And as Sasha turned and saw Jeff sat up fully awake.
Meanwhile, outside in front of the Grandview High School at the steps, Lauren's thinking. Till Daniel came to where she is. And as he sat by her and she saw him, I thought I might find you here. I really thought everyone would take the hint that I want to be alone. Something's going on, and don't tell me. How can you tell? Because I do, and it's also written all over your face, and I want to know what it is. And second, I'm not leaving till you tell me. I have nowhere I gotta be, and I got plenty time on my hands. Meanwhile, at the Bruceman Cafe, Corey's giving one of his customers a refill on their coffee. And as he finished and head to the next table, to his wife Allison is, who saw him. I'm glad you came. I wanted to. I don't. Seeing that she's ordering, and as Meredith came to where they are. And Allison and Corey saw her. What are you doing here? Really, Corey? Bad bedside manner when treating the customer. Can't a girl go out and get herself a bite to eat? Unless there's another reason. Oh wait. Right. There is. According to them papers I got before me, and as Meredith took them out, and Allison and Corey saw, you and I are still legally married. Now I know you better do one. Meredith, I've already told you things are finished between us. Finished? Yes, that we do agree. But divorce? I'm afraid that's another story. Meanwhile, in Brooklyn, New York, at the Mountain Ridge Manor in the guest house, as Carly and Ethan came in, and as Ethan closed the door and turned and faced Carly, who did the same. What the hell is going on with you, Carly? I guess one could ask, considering that you're always busy doing things. Yeah, trying to make a life for us, which clearly you don't want to happen. Of course I want that to happen. Then why don't you tell me why you let Holden kiss you at his promotional party? I tell you, to remind you what happened if you don't act fast when I need you. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Lucy went and arrived at the fridge and opened it and saw what's inside and got herself a cup of yogurt and closed the fridge and turned and saw Houghton stare. Houghton, by all means, help yourself to whatever you need in this house. I'm sorry about that. I'm just messing with you. Lucy Edgeworth, right? How do you know that? I know almost everything there is to know around here. Is that so? Yeah. Why don't we pick this up in my room? Unless, of course, you're waiting. Okay. I'll take you through the secret passage. And as Holden led Lucy to the backup stairway, which they went up and arrived on the second floor. I call this a shortcut to my room. And as they head down the hall and arrived in his room, and as he opened the door, and as Lucy went in, followed by him, who closed the door, while Lucy went and sat on Holden's bed, facing Holden, while he came and sat by her. Well, since you did your homework and all, you do know I'm engaged to Jack. You know, my fiancé. Last I recall, Jack is nowhere in sight. Meanwhile, in the patio, Molly and Sheldon are finished performing the song Third Time Lucky. and it ended with a round of applause. And as Molly looked at Shelton, and he saw, what? I gotta admit, I'm kinda impressed. Thanks. I'm glad we did this together. You do realize that's not the song we're supposed to do, right? Yeah, I'll be alright. And as Molly and Sheldon got down from the stage, just as Slater came to where they are, Oi, that wasn't a song. You two, Sheldon and I, are gonna perform that song at the school tomorrow. Oh, I'm glad you seem to be smart by this. Thing is, mate, Molly and I have decided this together. Willie, have you forgotten about our agreement? Of course not. Good. And as Slater's iPhone rings, and he got it inside who it's his. Excuse me, I gotta take this. And as Slater answered, what's up? And as Slater turned and walked away. And it's Molly facing Shelton. Oh my God. What is it? I forgot my phone. It must be in the office down the house. I gotta go get it. I'll go with you. I'm Macy. And as Molly and Sheldon turned and head back in the house. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Melissa's by the second office, watching Tracy and Ben talking. You know what? I'm done arguing with you. Obviously, this is going nowhere. And as Ben turned and head out, and as Tracy went and opened her drawer and got the knife and held it behind her. Oh wait, where do you think you're going? And as Ben stopped and turned and faced Tracy and went back to where she is. I am done with all these games you're trying to play with. Too bad, because I'm not done with you yet. You and I said our vows, to death do we part, and I'll be damned to let anybody else have you when I can't. In fact, I won't. And as Tracy took out the knife and stabbed Ben in the chest, which caused him to collapse on the ground. Unaware that Melissa saw the whole thing, and as she turned and covered her mouth and is horrified by what she saw. Soon, she got her iPhone out and started dialing the police. Grandview Police, what's the status of your emergency? Yeah, I need to report of a murder. What kind of murder and where's the place of residence? The thing is, suddenly someone dropped the phone from Melissa. I'm sorry, someone likes to make prank calls on this member. Not to worry, I'll see to it that never happen again. And as Tracy hung up, and as Melissa realized who it is, and turned and faced Tracy, who isn't pleased to see her.
Meanwhile, at the Grandview Diner, Hannah, Natalie, and David are talking. Wow, you two make it sound like you're gonna have me followed wrong. Just who do you take us for? We're gonna be more active in your life in ways you can't forget. Dad, I'm certain I don't know doubting. It's not doubting when it's truthful. Look, you two have done enough by bringing me up in nothing. Professionally, football is what I want your brothers to do, because they have a passion for it. Yeah, about that. You see, Andrew's been playing varsity basketball, and the fact that you two don't know really boggles my mind. Meanwhile, at the Nightsdale Rich Manor in Jeff's room, Sasha and Jeff are talking, and as Sasha came and sat next to Jeff. Look, as good as this was, it cost me Adam in the end. You are not the only one who lost. I mean, I feel like I lost my best friend. Look, I only got roped into this madness because my family's moving to New York. That's understandable. The thing is, Adam and I had plans. Plans? Really, Sasha? Do you hear yourself what you said? Yes, I heard exactly what I said. He was the love of my life. Of course, you let me guess. I wouldn't know since I haven't met anyone wrong. I had Mary in my life, who I love very a lot, but things happened beyond our control. I really think that's a little bull, and you know that.
Meanwhile, outside in front of the Grandview High Schools at the steps, Lauren and Daniel are talking. You seem really curious to find out about me. That's because I care about you, and I cannot do anything if you continue to push me away. Fine. It's about me parents. Are they okay? That's just it. I really don't know at all, and I'm really getting angry about it. Aren't they supposed to be taking care of you, Tyler, and Alex? Supposedly, yes. But then there's a matter of my brother, Casey, in the hospital, who we all take turns to see, and with the hospital breathing down our necks to send him to a medical center, it just seems so much, and Tyler and I, even though we've gotten through it, we're getting fed up, and also Alex as well. None of this would have happened if my parents didn't walk away in the first place. Meanwhile, at the Bruceman Cafe, Meredith, Allison, and Corey are talking. Look, Meredith, I don't know what kind of game you think you're playing. It's no game. You and I are still married. No, he's married to me. He would like to think that now with you since you're his first wife, but that ends. Yeah, no thanks to you, of course. Stop it. I am not gonna let you come up in here starting drama like you do always. I already have, Corey. In fact, remember this paper I have in my hands in case you're too long forgotten? How the hell we know you didn't force this, or better yet, doctor it? And as Meredith laid the paper on the table, why don't you look at it and see for yourselves? Meanwhile, in Brooklyn, New York, at the Malton Ridge Manor in the guest house, Carly and Ethan are talking. Really? You're threatening to cheat on me after everything we do? I admit, we did go through hard and challenging times, but I need you more ways I can ever imagine. Then why didn't you say something then? I don't know how. You're always busy doing what you do, and I never get the chance to see you. That's why. Yet you have no problem letting Holden kiss you in the public stunt, which is gonna be in the paper, by the way. That kiss, if you're gonna ask, meant nothing to me. You're the one I wanna be with. Do you believe that? Or you're just trying to convince yourself that so I'll buy it? Meanwhile, in Holden's room, Lucy's sitting on Holden's bed, looking around the room. So Holden came out of the bathroom and went back to where Lucy is and sat by her. Seems to me you had quite a rough day. At work, managing a show that I worked for so hard. Yeah, it's been stressful. Also the drama in my family, including what I had to deal with last year. You know what? It seems you're too stressed, and I got the idea to just relax you. Yeah? And what would that be? This. And as Holden went and sat behind Lucy. What are you trying to do? What do you think? Relax. And as Holden began touching Lucy on her shoulders, beginning to massage her. I didn't know you can massage. Unless you don't want me to, I can stop right now. Don't you dare. Just when it's starting to feel good. And as Holden continued to rub Lucy's back. Wow. Seems your wife don't mind you giving massages to strangers. The thing is, about me and her, Victoria and I are finished, as far as our marriage. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Melissa and Tracy are talking. I'm only gonna ask you this once. Give me back my phone. Fine, take it by all means. And as Melissa got the phone from Tracy, you really got some. No, it seems you do. People like you like to stick their damn noses where it don't belong with the matter. I cannot believe how cold you really are. To kill your husband? Trust me when I say that's only the beginning. Not if you go to jail. Wrong! You don't know anything to the matter to be concluding stuff. What's going on? And as Molly and Sheldon came to where they are, and Tracy and Melissa saw them. Melissa and I were just getting to know each other. Isn't that right, Melissa? Yeah, we certainly are. Molly, I need to see you. And as Tracy led Molly back inside, and as she closed the door, and as Melissa facing Sheldon, what's really going on? Because I know for a fact that the two of you aren't bonding. Nothing. Really? That look on your face says otherwise. Come on, Melissa, I've known you for a long time. Can we not talk about this? We have to. Something's going on when Molly and I walked in. It seemed pretty tense, and I'm not gonna stop till I find out what it is. Meanwhile, in the office, Molly and Tracy are carefully putting the body bag in the coffin. And as Tracy closed it, "What are you gonna do? Well, just leave that to me. Anyways, I got another task for you to complete. I'll make certain Melissa's art got her. You deal with Sheldon and make certain he stays with you, so I'm done talking to Melissa. Speaking of Sheldon, I have some good news. He's agreed to let me go sing his song with Melissa. Good. I want you to do a little bit more than sing with him, if you know what I mean."
Diner, Hannah, Natalie, and David are talking. "That's impossible, is it really?" "I don't understand to why you didn't tell us. Like I said before, we all have our dreams. Be lucky Jeff's playing football. Look, we'll tell Andrew when he returns. Back to you here. Mom, Dad, I'm doing well. Look, we gave you a year out of school for you to decide what it is you want in life, which I found. And by the way, what you can do for me, Mom, is what you're doing right now. Thanks, I guess. The thing is, I decided to become." Meanwhile, at the Nightsdale Ridge Manor in Jeff's room, Sasha and Jeff are talking, and as Sasha finished getting dressed along with Jeff. "Look, believe whatever you want, but I know the truth. Jeff, I'm not trying to tell you how I know. NYC is a big place for me to begin my journey with my family. I just can't believe your family decided to move cross-country in your senior year when it's clear you're not over Adam. Adam and I had closure, and yes, I will miss him like crazy, and if I had another opportunity to make things right, I'd take it in a heartbeat. Okay. Anyways, I have to go. Take care of yourself. Why don't I drive you to the airport?" "Yeah, no offense. I think it's best that you and I aren't seen together." "I get it." And as Sasha came and hugged Jeff and pulled away, "Well, at least let me help you with your stuff to the limo." "Okay." And as Sasha got her roller suitcase and headed out of the room along with Jeff with her other stuff.
Meanwhile, outside in front of the Grandview High School at the steps, Lauren and Daniel are talking. "How long have you two known your parents haven't been there?" "Since I started my second year of high school." "Why didn't you tell me this? We've been together for a long time and we agreed not to keep anything. I just didn't want you to worry." "Nobody should be going through this at all. Look, I know your dad wasn't a part of your life too recently. Yeah, it seems all he ever gave a damn about is being in bed with every woman he comes to find himself with. But now he's worked things out with my mom and rejoined the police force, and I gotta say, life couldn't get any better. Seems you and I have similar situations. Let's make a deal. From this point on, no more secrets, no matter how big they are. We're just gonna have to learn to trust each other." "Deal. And by the way, I trust you more than any person on this planet." And as they begin kissing each other. Meanwhile, at the Boostman Cafe, Meredith, Allison, and Corey are talking. "What the hell does a piece of paper have to prove?" "I'll tell you. Nothing. Meredith likes to manipulate people into buying little stuff. Wrong. It's you who's blind to see what's going on here. Meredith, do one now. I'm not going anywhere. Besides, I'm hungry and I'm coming to eat. The door is far from us as possible." "You really are some, aren't you?" "Yeah, I am. You're not gonna eat in my section. And if I have to file a restraining order banning you from this diner, I will. So don't push me. If I were you, I'll leave while you still have the chance." "But you know what, Allison? You aren't me. And second, I don't respond well to threats. I don't give a damn how you respond. I want you out of my life, and don't you dare tell Abby to give you any ideas." "You know, Corey, I think you should file those restraining orders because this," and as Allison showed her a piece of paper, "this here voids whatever you have there." Meanwhile, in Brooklyn, New York, at the Malton Ridge Manor in the guest house. Carly and Ethan are talking. No, I am not trying to convince myself that you and I belong. I ask you this. Do you love Holden? I don't even know how to answer. It's a simple question to answer. Of course I don't love Holden. I love you. You're the only man I want in my life. In fact, and as Carly grabbed Ethan and pulled him into a passionate kiss, resulting in them kissing each other. And as they pulled back, based on your response, it means that could mean anything. Look, I made a mistake, okay? It's what I do. Perhaps you should pay more attention to your girlfriend than doing all the things you do. Carly, let's just face it. You and I are clearly growing apart. And I think what happened here made me see things clearer than you think. Perhaps you're right. Maybe it's time we end things between us before one of us get burnt in the process. Maybe we should. And as Carly turned and went and got her purse with her iPhone and head out and left the guest house. Meanwhile, in Holden's room, Lucy's lying in Holden's bed while Holden's continued massaging her. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Melissa and Sheldon are talking. What do you want to know? Why are you acting like this? You're being all tense. Can you promise not to tell anyone what I'm about to reveal? Yeah, this sounds serious. Walk with me. And as Melissa and Sheldon begin walking down the hall. The thing is, I've witnessed something so horrible that I'm trying to process this entire thing. What did you see? And as they stop and face each other. I saw Tracy. And what did she do? The thing is, it happened so fast I can't even describe it for the matter. Hey, you know I'm on your side no matter what. Sheldon, and as Tracy came to where Melissa and Sheldon is. Can you take Molly to the patio and meet Meg? No, I want to know what the hell is going on. Sheldon, please go. Fine. This isn't over. And as Molly came to where they are, and as Sheldon led Molly down the hall, while Tracy and Melissa continued to talk. You vicious, twisted cow. You can call me all the names you want. You really think you're gonna get away, but you see, the thing is, I am, and you're not gonna stand in my way. Unless, are you threatening me? Call it whatever the hell you want, but I do what I can. Do what? Save your ass? Why does that not surprise me? Then let me burn this in your little brain. Your fate, from this point, now lies in my hands. I'm gonna be watching you for everything you do, and when I'm not there, I have eyes on you. You are gonna keep what you saw between you and yourself alone. Because look, every person you tell, you will be putting their lives at risk. Something I'm certain you don't want to do. You really don't scare me. Oh no? Here's this for a teaser. I got the perfect person to be sent down for my husband's murder. And guess who that person is? Yeah, that's right. Samuel Edgewood. And to prove that I'm serious, you will be getting texts from my phone, so I suggest you answer them. In case you haven't caught up so far, his fate as you know it now lies in your hands. And as the story ends, flashing back to the present in Los Angeles at the Edgewood Ridge Manor in the living room, where Rachel, Samuel, Thomas, Sheldon, Carly, Nate, Lucy, Victoria, Vanessa, Melissa, and Adam is. Now I get it. That's why she wants you and Adam to get married. Yes. So now, Adam, you know everything each one of us has told you.